We're going to look at Chelsea's Reece James.
Oh, Reece James, yeah.
And his hamstring problems.
Yes.
It feels like we talk about this every season.
It really does feel like it, yeah.
So to help us unpack this, we've got some great reporting.
Okay.
From the BBC's Nizar Kinsella.
Right.
Who covers Chelsea really closely.
Yeah.
So to kick things off,
yeah,
James has picked up another hamstring injury.
Oh, no, correct.
This time in training.
Oh, jeez.
Which is just a blow for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Especially with other players just coming back from international duty.
Right, yeah.
So their new manager, Enzo Maresca, confirmed the hamstring issue.
Uh-huh.
And he's ruled James out
of
this weekend's match against Leicester.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he's being cautious about his availability for that Conference League game next week.
Right, yeah.
So just to clarify, for anyone who might not be following that too closely, the Conference League is a relatively new UEFA competition.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, a Europa League, but for teams who didn't quite qualify for,
the
Champions League.
Right.
So
makes sense.
It's still significant.
Yeah.
And James's absence would be a big miss.
Absolutely.
So what makes this latest setback even more concerning? Is that according to Transfermarkt, which is a website that tracks all this stuff,
got it.
This is James's 8th hamstring injury.
No way.
In 4 years.
Oh my gosh.
Which is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
When you consider, the other things he's dealt with.
Like what else?
Knee injuries.
Right.
Thigh injuries.
Yeah.
Ankle injuries.
Goodness.
And even illnesses.
Oh, wow.
So it's a lot.
It really paints this picture of just a career that's just constantly interrupted. I was looking at this before, and did you know that until October, it had been 562 days
What?
since James played a full 90 minutes
No way.
in the Premier League.
I did not realize it had been that long.
It's wild. And his first full match in over a year was against Newcastle recently.
Wow.
And this is despite the fact that he had surgery in Finland last December specifically to address these hamstring problems. You have to wonder at what point is it just too much,
Yeah, how much can the body endure?
Especially at that level.
Right.
Yeah.
It's his second setback already this season. After that preseason injury against Real Madrid.
Right.
And he hasn't even played for England since March.
Wow.
So
that's a long time.
Yeah, I was reading this quote from James. And he said before the season started, his one goal was to stay on the pitch.
Oh, man.
Which is just...
you can just feel the frustration in that statement. You know what I mean?
It's got to be so frustrating.
It's got to be so mentally and emotionally taxing. Just constantly rehabbing and being uncertain.
Right. And that's what's so interesting about this whole thing.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about the physical recovery.
Exactly. It's the mental and emotional strain. We talk about athletes being resilient.
Right.
But that resilience isn't just physical. It's about managing the mental and emotional stuff, too.
Yeah. And there's a lot of pressure.
Oh, yeah.
To perform at the highest level.
A ton.
And to deal with these repeated setbacks.
Absolutely.
So what does all of this mean for James?
Wow.
His longest stretch of consecutive matches was only 6 games back in 2021. He's never started more than 25 Premier League games in a season. And last season, he was only on the pitch for 482 minutes.
That's really limited.
Right.
So you have to think about how this will affect his long-term career.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon for players to struggle with injuries.
Right.
But the frequency and the severity of James's issues is concerning.
And it goes beyond just James.
Yeah.
These injuries have ripple effects.
Oh, absolutely.
They impact team dynamics, transfer decisions,
Mm-hmm.
even contract negotiations.
Sure.
It makes you think about how fragile a career can be.
It really does.
Yeah.
And it makes you think about the bigger picture of athlete well-being.
Yeah.
Like, how do we support them better?
Right.
How do we balance the demand of the game with protecting their health?
Right.
These are big questions.
So much to consider.
Yeah, I know.
So James's story is just a reminder that even with the best medical care and sheer determination, the body can be unpredictable. It forces us to ask these questions.
Absolutely.
About resilience in sports and in life. What does it take to keep pushing forward
Totally.
When you face these obstacles.
Right.
It's
a good question.
Yeah. Food for thought.
Food for thought.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens with Reece James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he can come back.
Me too.
Stronger than ever.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
All right, you.
Into Reece James's injury woes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll catch you next time.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.